Ilgauskas against Cartwright. Now, here's Ilgauskas. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Ilgauskas has gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. But 3. No good from Paxson.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Jordan kicks to Pippen. Pass to Paxson. Beyond the arc. Here's Cartwright. And finally they hit one.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Here's James. And it's denied. And here comes the break. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Got a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's Snow. The Bulls getting the bucket. Dishes to James. He kicks it to Ilgauskas. 5 on the clock. Goes up again. Can't hit. Nice D from Pippen. Chicago with the ball. Jordan can't cash in from close range.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
The drive by James. Stolen by Grant. He's all alone. Here's Paxson. Drops in the breakaway layup. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Knocks it loose. Pippen with the steal. Goes up. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Here is Paxson. Here's Jordan. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Jordan's got 6 points.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Now here's James. 6-point game. Some solid defense from Grant.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke with Cleveland's head coach for a bit. We talked about the keys in preparing for this game. He said, well, defense is always our first priority. And while we don't want our shot blockers risking foul trouble, having that backstop does enable our perimeter guys the freedom to play up and aggressive. So, Kevin, pressure D and shot blocking, something to look out for.
Thanks, Doris. Well, guys, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, I think for a team that has the ability to control a game with its defense, that's where I would expect the focus to be.
And that's exactly right. I mean, if they're going to play to their strengths, they should be pouring a lot of effort into their defense. I think coach is coming into this one with the right mindset.
That is good.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Gibson passes to Brown. He feeds it to Ilgauskas. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here is Armstrong. Following the basket by LeBron James. Fires the three. And it's Armstrong missing. Armstrong's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. LeBron James on the wing. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Pippen kicks to Armstrong. Pass to Grant. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Now Gibson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. LeBron outside. 1 second left. And he gets it to go.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean,
fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Anderson Varejao. LeBron James is out there with Gooden. Then it's Daniel Gibson, and it's Hughes in at shooting guard. Here's Armstrong. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Armstrong's got 5 now.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
LeBron with it. He's picked up by Jordan. They get it back. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Anderson Varejao.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Armstrong kicks to Jordan. No good with the triple. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Hughes.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Jordan high post, working on James. Jordan with the bucket.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
To the paint, it's tipped. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. David Wesley, he's checked in for James. And it's Snow in for Daniel Gibson. Here's Armstrong. Can't connect from short range.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Knocked loose. Hughes, the pass to Snow. Good. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Snow against Paxson. Just 5 on the clock. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Bulls lead by 6.
You know, a good job by the defender not getting fooled by the step back, but he still got the shot to fall.
They set the pick. Shot off the screen. The shot by Hughes, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here's Jordan outside. And the Bulls get it back. Cleveland with the ball. Here's Hughes. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hughes got his first points of the game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And the basket good.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
There's the pass to Wesson. No good on the triple. Chicago leading by 6. Jordan the pass to Livingston. Here's Armstrong. Kept alive. Outside for Jordan. Here is Paxson. A second chance effort and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Ilgauskas is checked in for the Cavaliers. Round comes in for Larry Hughes. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Will Purdue's checked in for Cartwright. Grant comes in for Livingston. Pippen's checked in for Jordan. And Hodges subbed in for Armstrong. Paxson kicks to Pippen. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Nice job, Cavalier girls. What do you say, fans? Give you a pump up now.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Pass to Wesson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him.
David Wesley at the line for 2.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Here's Chicago. They're on a 13-5 run. Outside for Pippen. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Grant. Off on the layup.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Now the feed to Varejao. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Passes it to Hodges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Feeds it to Ilgauskas. From 13, Purdue with the rebound.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
For Chicago, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. First free throw is good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
LeBron's checked in for Cleveland. The Cavaliers trail by 13. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Shoots the 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Grant outside. Pass to Hodges. Ball stolen. It's 2-on-1. Ahead. And the rejection by Pippen. And they get it back.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Daniel Gibson's checked in for Snow. And Brown drops them both.
They're getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. The Bulls leading by 8. Here is Hodges. Outside Pippen. Here's Paxson. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Paxson's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
LeBron against Pippen. LeBron kicks to Ilgauskas. They grab their own miss, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Ilgauskas has got 12.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Paxson against Brown. James outside. Goes up to the stripe from 12 feet out. And it will go. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Varejao.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one with 4 teammates.
Here's Paxson. And no good trying to get that one. The clock runs out, and we're heading to half. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
So for Chicago right now, John Paxson is out there with Jordan. Then it's Pippen. Then there's Grant. And it's Cartwright in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The baseline J. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Pippen. And that's 19 points for Michael.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
It's a pick by Ilgauskas. The drive by James. Look at that.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Ilgauskas.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Shot on the wing. Pippen, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Now the pass to Snow. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Cleveland.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Pippen with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Pippen against LeBron. Pippen, no luck.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Pippen's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%, and that one's good. Now just a 4-point Chicago lead.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Jordan. And the Bulls get it back. Pass to Paxson. Hughes against Jordan. Over Hughes. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 21 in the game. And here are the Cavaliers.
Cavaliers timeout.
timeout called. Cleveland. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He said making sharp entry feeds, getting the ball into the post, and getting points in the low block is going to be critical the rest of the way. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
All right, Doris. LeBron outside. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there. Here is Armstrong. He's got 5. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. He dishes it to Pippen. And it's Pippen. Again missing. The Cavaliers trail by 4. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Gooden's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And Cleveland making a change here. Gibson's checked in.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
And that one's good by Gooden.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address. Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for Drew Gooden. And Chicago also making a switch. Purdue's checked in. The Bulls shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Jordan having a terrific game. He's got 24 points, and he's picked up 1 dime. Really dominating this game, just taking it over.
And really, the fact that he's making it look so effortless while he's doing it.
Even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
James kicks to Gibson. It's tipped. Shot from the wing. That one off the back iron and out. The Bulls leading by 3. Inside. And he gets it to go.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Ilgauskas' screen on Pippen. It's LeBron with the drive. He's off from 17 feet.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rip. Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Here's Jordan. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
Nice bucket there. I mean, they are playing really, really smart basketball.
IQ basketball, smartphone basketball, whatever you want to call it. Even though the lead's not that large, they're still in charge right now.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Wesley's checked in. Gibson passes to Wesley. There's the dish to Ilgauskas. Here's Varejao. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Chicago. 11 unanswered points for him. Passes it to Livingston. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Foul call. Scotty. That's his first personal foul.
And Gibson, here we go. And it's good. Gibson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Here's Armstrong. Purdue the pass to Armstrong. Here's Livingston. He's guarded by Verajao. Impressive fadeaway right there. 5 points in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
And it's Pippen slamming it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Chicago making some changes. Bill Cartwright, he's checked in for Purdue. Grant comes in for Livingston. And it's Paxson in for Pippen. For Cleveland, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Bulls leading by 12. Paxson kicks to Jordan. And stolen by James. Knocked away. And stolen by Jordan. It could go. And it would have counted had it fallen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Cavaliers trail by 12. LeBron James is out there with Gooden. Then it's Larry Hughes. Then there's Augustus. And it's Snow in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Jordan. Lays it up and banks it in. Jordan's got 13 points in the second half.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor. Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. But a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Here's Grant. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Hughes. Chicago calls timeout.
It does not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. Just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
LeBron against Pippen. On the wing, Hughes. Wide open look. Chicago grabs the miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. He's usually been money from that range.
Jordan, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Jordan against Hughes. To the inside. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Here's Paxson. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Cleveland ball.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Snow the pass to LeBron. Can't hit. Some solid defense from Grant. Now the Bulls with it. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on LeBron James.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly but very efficiently.
18 feet out, and the rejection by Pippen. It's picked off. To the middle, here's Paxson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Ilgauskas has got 7 rebounds in the game. Snow, the pass to James. 17-foot shot on the way. Another miss by James.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Some solid defense from Pippen.
Tell you what, as well as he shot in the last quarter, Kevin, it's a total flip here in this one. He just can't get anything to go in the basket.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. LeBron right side. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And it's Ilgauskas missing. Chicago leading by 17 from downtown. And John Paxson good for 3.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Here's Jordan. Again, Chicago. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And, guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
Daniel Gibson's checked in for Cleveland. Hughes against Jordan. And the call will be against Drunas Ilgauskas. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Chicago timeout call.
Chicago calls timeout. The Bulls leading by 19. Here's Paxson. Outside for Jordan. And they double up Jordan. To the inside. Here's Cartwright. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Bulls lead by 21.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Kicks it to Ilgauskas. Inside. Gooden got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Cavaliers timeout.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're down by 23. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Ilgauskas. Brown comes in for James. And it's Wesley in for Larry Hughes. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Will Purdue's checked in for Cartwright. Williams comes in for Horace Grant. Armstrong's checked in for Scottie Pippen. And Hodges subbed in for Paxson.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Here's Armstrong. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Here's Wesley. Dishes to Varejau. And Gibson kicks to Varejau. And he gets it to go.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Chicago leading by 19. Here's Armstrong. Offensive rebound. Outside Jordan. Fires from deep. The shot misses. And here are the Cavaliers.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Chicago.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Jordan. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Varejão's shot is good.
He's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Here's Jordan. No good, unable to end this run. Gibson against Hodges. David Wesley on the wing. Wide open look. The shot no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And Daniel Gibson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. He kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Ilgauskas is checked in for Varejão. James comes in for Brown. And Larry Hughes is subbed in for David Wesley. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. No one near James as he lets it go. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Good.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
The drive by Jordan and a strong finish with two hands.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. They're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Hughes kicks to James. That's good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Jordan misses the shot. And so Chicago